Marriaga finally gets his gown off, and he's ready to go in, wearing the colors of the flag of Colombia. Well, they're getting the instructions. It's the 10-point must-scoring system. There's no standing 8 count. There's no free knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved at the bell in any round. Only the referees can stop the fight. Although here in California, the doctor has plenty of say. And in case of an accidental foul, we go to the scorecards after the 4th round. So we're set to go. Jack Reese, the 3rd man in the ring. Decked out in the black with a great trim is Oscar Valdez Jr., coming off a fight over Osawa, which he defended his title for the first time in Las Vegas last November. And Marriaga in December stuck Edward Montoya for the NABO fight to give him a shot at this world title. So let's see who's got the speed. We know who's got the power. Mind you, Marriaga's got plenty of power too. He's got 21 knockouts and 25 wins. But exchanging with Valdez, I wouldn't suggest. Marriaga's a little bit bigger. There's an overhand looping right hand. That's just one of the weapons in the arsenal of Valdez Jr. This is round 1. It's scheduled for 12. Somehow or other, Carlos, I don't expect this fight to go the distance. Somebody's going to knock somebody out here.
Yeah, I don't either. You know, like I was saying in the clip that they showed of Marriaga's fights, he showed power and he showed a lot of speed too. So after seeing that, I thought, okay, this could be a really good fight between these two guys. But I think that Marriaga can't take any chances of getting into those kind of exchanges, because Valdez just explodes his punches and hurts people quickly.
He's moving well, slides back to his left, almost down to his knee. You're talking about sitting down in a punch. Marriaga wound him so hard that his knee almost touched the canvas. He threw his last punch so hard. So he throws with the reckless abandonment too. And for all of the action that people wanted to see in the last fight, in this fight, they get to see it right away here in round number 1.
Oh yeah,
different style of fight altogether. Sorry, Carlos.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is not a feeling out process. These guys that came to fight right off the bat.
Landing more blows early as Valdez Jr. He's in the black and gray. Tricolors of the flag of Colombia is what's Marriaga wearing. Marriaga with the name on the back and also his first name on the front. Valdez doesn't have any problem hitting him with that high right hand up on the high side of the left ear. Valdez catches him with his straight left coming in, misses the right, then misses the left, but catches him with the light right going out. Look at him load up that right hand and sails over the head.
Yeah, and I think that Miguel has already kind of gotten a view of that, and he's gone under it now like 2 or 3 times. I think he sees it now. That is a wide right hand, and if you should not be able to get hit with that. If you see that punch, you get under it and actually counter with once you get under it. It's just too wide, it's too looping. I think he's got to straighten out a little bit to hit this guy, because this guy he's ready for that already.
Well, don't forget, he's had some quick knockouts, so Valdez catches him right at the bell in the middle of throwing another overhand looping right hand. He loves to throw that punch. Here you go.
Yeah, so there he threw it there, caught him at the kind of side of the head, and Noriega said, yeah, come on. But one of the things that there it is again, it's wide to the outside, and any fighter can really see that and get under it or slip it. And that's what Noriega has done so far. Maybe that is how Valdez sets up that left hook. He's going to keep throwing that right hand over the top, and all of a sudden here comes the left hook, and bye-bye, good night.
Well, we'll see as we take a look and visit Marriaga in his corner. Samuel Gomez, Enrique Ramos, Ricardo Maldonado, and Oscar Maldonado. So we moved to round number 2 here at the StubHub Center here in Carson, California.
And I was impressed for Marriaga's jab. He used it very well in that first round. trying to initiate with the jab first, and that's important.
Well, there he is again using his jab too, trying to keep this guy off. And meanwhile, you know, he's not afraid to throw some power shots either. There's a stiff jab landed by Valdez. Valdez really going head hunting here in the early going on 2 or 3 occasions in the first round. But he himself says this is the toughest fighter that he's fought, the best boxer that he's fought. Valdez is like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps moving, and he sets himself. He's not afraid to unload shots, but he got hit with a couple of shots by Marriaga.
He did. They landed 2 solid shots right there.
Marriaga doing a nice job slipping punches, moving back and forth, moving up and down, changing the eye level for Valdez. Valdez sets up in front of him, now steps off to the right, stops. Tell you what, Marriaga is a good fighter. Valdez only knows how to fight one way, and that's coming forward. Marriaga caught him a couple times, and then one a little south of the border coming in. Marriaga's come to fight. Again, this is his second world title shot. He lost his last world title shot to Nicholas Walter, who was in his prime when he fought him. But in that fight, he went the distance, so he can box. And Walters in those days could really bang. So it's similar to this fight. It's not a bad round for Marriaga at all.
No, it's not. I didn't score the last one. So.
First round went to Valdez. Yes. Oh, Marriaga nailed him. A couple of solid right hands. Marriaga would win this round with 43 seconds to go. Very interesting fight now. Valdez looking to get a position where he can get that left hand through. He got it through the gloves of Marriaga, but Marriaga's landed some hard shots in this round. Harder, I think, than what Valdez has landed. As they say that, Valdez gets a light left hand through. But I think so far this is Marriaga's round.
It is, and you know, if he can do this a couple more rounds, he's going to get the respect of Valdez. And he's not gonna, he just landed a vicious left hook against Valdez.
He's got Valdez's respect, I assure you. Take a look at the replay. You see Valdez scoring, but look at that nice solid right hand.
And a hook to the body. And another right hand, yep. There it is.
You know, in that last fight, everything went Gilberto Ramirez's way against Maxime Bersac. That's not the case here in this fight, because while Valdez won the first round, I don't think there's any question that Marriaga won the second round. Landed the heavier blows. So this is going to be interesting now. Both of these guys possess one-punch knockout power. Both of them have landed clean blows, and both of them have been able to absorb it so far. I think the cleaner blows have been landed by Marriaga. Here we go, round number 3. Hear the buzz of the crowd now, Carlos?
Yes, absolutely. You can hear that.
Well, I guarantee you the people watching down in Cartagena, Colombia tonight are pretty excited. He's able to get down low, Sweet Pea Whitaker style there. Not quite as low as the Sweet Pea could do it, but he got down there pretty low.
Yeah, that's...
You know, he's doing a nice job when Valdez comes in and throws his right hand and getting his left hand up and catching the weight of that punch in the back of his glove. Still feel it up against your ear.
Right. Like I said, you can see that punch coming. I mean, a couple of times he went under it. This time he caught it on the glove. I mean, there's still a little impact here because you got the glove right up against your head and you're catching that solid shot. Like you're catching it on the glove, it's not doing as much damage.
But you pointed out you know, the fact that he can see it coming. So important to have good eyes in this sport, plus the reflexes.
Absolutely.
That's true in every sport, but, you know, the punch that hurts you is the one you don't see. Very even through the first minute of this round again. Boy, Miguel's sitting down on punches.
Yeah, he sure is. He's getting really comfortable here. He's kind of walking Valdez down.
Valdez. It's his best punch in a while. Marriaga's outboxing him through the first 2 minutes of this round. You just get the idea. He doesn't want to get caught by something vicious by Valdez. But Valdez's punches are wild, but there's a lot of snap to them. Tries to get the jab through, tries to get it through again. I'm wondering about now the 2.5 inches in the, you know, the reach advantage is not great for Marriaga, but is the height making that much difference for him?
I think it is. I think that reach is helping him too, that jab.
It's two solid shots.
It's like he's not really respecting Valdez's power. He's just shaking his head like, okay. And he's got Valdez on the run. This is unusual.
22 seconds to go, and I got Marriaga winning this round.
Yep.
It's close. Valdez has had his moments. Look at the amount of punches that Marriaga's throwing right now. Valdez, you know, doing the job, trying to pot shot him and catch him. This is some wild stuff right here.
Nailed him with those pushes right in.
Marriaga makes a statement at the end of that round. Jack Reese yanked him out of there. He could have pulled his arm out of the socket the way he pulled him out of there. Both were throwing punches after the bell. Who are you giving that to?
I'm giving that to Marriaga.
Me too.
Yeah. Right now he's up. 2 rounds to 1.
Take a look at this replay, Carlos. The Marriaga.
That right hand.
Wow.
Yeah. Right on the ear, man. Lucky that it wasn't on the chin. It might have had something else might have happened. And that's a good hook right there, but not on the chin either. It's like on the side of the ear. So both guys just a little bit short of the butt.
So after 3, we've got Marriaga slightly out in front in this fight. All right, here we go to round number 4. Top-ranked boxing here. The StubHub Center in Carson, California. It's the WBO Featherweight Championship of the world. Fourth round action continues here. And here is Valdez really trying to load up some shots here. Body shot on the liver by Marriaga.
Yes.
Marriaga touches him up with a jab. This is a tough fight all of a sudden for Valdez, who felt that liver shot.
Yeah, he did, because he's backing up. I mean, he was scoring heavy shots. He got hit with that liver shot. Oh.
He got hit with another body shot, too. And he just delivered one. Downstairs, back upstairs, loads up the right hand, does Valdez. Doesn't quite catch him, but he's loading it up. Boy, this is a tough pace for this fight with these guys unloading shots.
Both guys are just unloading on every shot, every chance they get.
Midway through round number 4. Both guys loading up shots. Valdez is having a bit around this round, though.
He is.
He's landing some more shots. And this is what he needs. He didn't want this thing to swing towards Miguel, who we have out in front by a point as it is. This is some sort of action in this fight. This is a terrific featherweight championship fight so far. And you get the idea it's just going to keep getting better. Yep. Valdez, a big circle around to his right now. Marriaga stays on top of him, touches him up with the jabs.
Yeah, he just hit him with that jab. And now the right hand.
He doesn't give him any room, does he? Stays right on top of him. Marriaga forcing the fight. This is something that Valdez Jr. usually does. He even cuts him off by sliding to his left. Valdez touched him up, but here's Marriaga on the assault again. Can Valdez handle a fight that's this tough? Man, we're going to find out his toughness. He was right about Marriaga being the toughest guy he's faced. Loads up the right hand, and Valdez shakes his head. No, no, no. So Oscar having a decent round. There's one whistling right across the nose. Catches a bit of the nose of Miguel. Miguel on the assault. When the bell sounds, these guys don't stop throwing punches, so Jack Reeves has got to get in there already, and he does. Well, that to me was a Valdez round.
Yeah, it was a Valdez round. Close.
Take a look at this replay now.
That's a right hand, left hook by Valdez, just loading up. Right hand. Everything is wide and hard and heavy. And here comes Marriaga with his shots. It gets countered. Just it's a super fast pace for this 12-rounder. Let's see who has more gas.
Deja que el knockout llegue solito si es que llega, ¿oyó? Hay que seguir boxeando. Mira, no te está tapando las salidas, te está siguiendo, entonces te vas a la izquierda o a la derecha. ¿De acuerdo? Sí, pero no dejes de llavear.
Manny Robles, Miguel Diaz, Oscar Valdez Sr., and Frank Espinoza Jr. all in that corner with Valdez Jr. Valdez looks refreshed. The pace of this fight has been super. As we go to round 5 here at the StubHub Center, it's cooled off beautifully, but the fighters are red hot. Let's see if Marriaga can get it going back his way now in this round. It's been seesawing back and forth. Valdez winning the first round, Marriaga the second and third. Valdez the fourth round. Jab lands on that forehead. Marriaga plants. There's the big right hand. Valdez loading up shots again now. Those right hand power shots. He does not stop throwing them. Tries to set it up with the jab. Marriaga not landing as many shots now as he was back in the second and third round. But Valdez has felt the pressure and the power of this guy on several occasions during the course of the fight. Valdez is boxing better now, getting that jab through there as he bounces it off the forehead. A hard body shot that time by Valdez. Downstairs to the spleen side of the body. That's the left side of the body of Marriaga. Marriaga takes another one on the noggin. Hard one up over that left ear again. Jesse turns the hands over and comes a little on the upside that time. To Jesse, I meant Oscar. Well, Marriaga's got that little shot down too. That time he caught a bit of the tip of the elbow of Valdez. But he's got it. Right back with the right hand to the left side of the body. Valdez moving extremely well here now. Boy, he's been tested and he's answered the test well, because at this particular stage right now, Carlos, he's outboxing with movement. He's outboxing Marriaga, so he's made the adjustment. Marriaga comes at him, but
he just took 3 shots right there.
Did he catch him clean with those shots?
Yes, he did. And sometimes Valdez gets a little bit off balance when he's moving. He has that right hand again, that looping right hand. It's not going to land when he throws it like that.
There's a nice stiff jab now, throw it behind that. But, I mean, Valdez just loves to sit down on his punches and cut loose. Oscar Valdez in the black trunks, Miguel in the tricolors of the country of Colombia. Marriaga taking some nice jabs in this round. Trying to get some up, but he's not landing them to the head of Valdez.
Body shot. Marriaga, beautiful body shot.
Closing seconds now of the 5th round. Other than the body shot, Marriaga hasn't landed anything real heavy, but that was a really solid body shot.
Well, he landed 3 or 4 shots over
there, yeah, in the head. That's right, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think Valdez won that round.
I think he did, even though he's too much movement for my liking, but I'm going to give him the round.
I've got a 48-47 in favor of Valdez Jr. But, you know, that's a close round. If you count the 4 heavy blows,
yes,
with all the movement that Valdez did, I think Valdez landed more, but what was most effective? And that's what the judges are going to have to do. And Julie Letterman, Steve Morrow, and Zach Young have that job. Young and Morrow from California, Julie Letterman from New York, the daughter of the great Hall of Famer Harold Letterman.
No te está tapando la salida. Cuando se te preste, dale la vuelta. Cuando lo pases, counter. Ahora, él no sabe.
Tell you one thing, Oscar Valdez Jr. knows he's in a fight.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. He's sitting down to his time.
Here we go. This is round 6 from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. And it's cooled off nicely for the fighters. And for the people in attendance that were sweating earlier in the afternoon, now have to go to the sweaters.
Yeah, that's right.
Marriaga in magnificent physical condition. And what do you think his body fat content is?
Probably 0.
Yeah, I said so.
But I like the way he's moving. He's just making this a very competitive fight. When you know, everybody here expected a blowout probably in 1 or 2 rounds. And he's just very competitive. Very smart. He's getting under punches, and he keeps that jab in front of him. There, he catches that right hand again on the glove because it's too wide.
There's puffiness beneath both eyes of Oscar Valdez Jr. So he's been taking a lot of shots too. There's stiff jab that time by Marriaga. It gets through and again gets through, just touches up the jaw. Valdez is looking to load up the big shot right now. You can tell the way he's looking in and looking out, sliding around to his right, crouching at the knees, attacks with the left hand, misses, sails over the shoulder. Marriaga doesn't miss with his shot.
Just landed a hard right hand too as Valdez was moving out, trying to move out.
Marriaga having a decent round here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, nice uppercut right there.
Missed 3 uppercuts, and then Valdez comes back.
Tries his own uppercut.
Boy, this is a tough fight. Back and forth it goes. Valdez back to the jab now. Kind of peekabooing behind that right glove when he gets in tight so he doesn't get clipped with the left hook. Looking. Marriaga needs to come with the uppercut in there. Instead, he goes over the shoulder. There he is to the body.
Double shot right there. Left hook to the body, left hook to the head. And landed both of this right hand.
Catches him with the right hand.
A stiff jab. His mouthpiece almost came out.
This is anybody's round right now. I'm leaning towards Marriaga.
Oh, for me, it's Marriaga's round so far. I mean, he's just doing all the landing. Valdez is doing a lot of moving. There's a good jab right there, but he's getting caught.
Loads up that right hand again, misses with the left, take it on the back of the gloves. The eyes of Marriaga's sensation because he's blocked a lot of punches. Closing seconds. Oscar gets a jab through. Marriaga clips him with one of the jaw, then he comes right underneath that right eye. Boy, I got to give that to Marriaga. These rounds are close. It depends on the angle that these judges are seeing in that, but from where we're seeing it, that's a Marriaga round.
That is.
Which, once again, I have it on my score sheet, 57-57. I had it even after 4, even after 6, even after 2, 4, and 6. How about that?
Wow.
Take a look at this replay of Marriaga in action.
See that jab right there? That jab is just giving Valdez a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it is.
You know, he looks a little frustrated right there as he walks back.
We're getting ready to go to the 7th round, and this is the fight we find out what Oscar Valdez Jr. is all about. Can he pass this test now when he's being pushed to the limit? Fight's dead even on our score sheets.
Yeah, you know, this is going to test him because, you know, he's used to just ramming guys out with those wide hooks and wide right hands. It's not working with this guy. So let's see what adjustments he can make in the corner. Let's see what the corner will work with him on it. And let's see if make some changes and adjustments and get this thing done.
Well, he made a little bit of adjustment, and then he's back to his jab. He used about, I would say, 8 jabs already in this round.
Exactly, and that's probably what he was told in the corner. Go back, get your jab working, and let's see if we can work something behind the jab.
He settled down, but Marriaga keeps putting pressure on him. Marriaga right in front, but this jab is working for him.
It is.
And then he can throw his right hand behind that. But he's double, tripling. Instead, he likes to come with the uppercut. Marriaga tries the uppercut, but it's blocked by the elbow of Valdez.
And he just did through 2 straight right hands. They were straight down the middle, no arch to them, and they were beautiful. And both of them landed.
So he's made a nice adjustment.
There's that jab. See it? He wasn't doing that before. Now he's back to the jab.
Well, he's doubling his jab, Carlos, and then he landed his hook, lands the hook, then the right hand. Yeah, he's made a big adjustment in this round, and it all has to do with the jab. Now it's Marriaga who's sweeping shots downstairs and missing.
Well, he just
barely grazed him. I don't know if he actually caught him.
He grazed him with a couple of shots, but then as Valdez is moving backwards, both of these guys now are starting to kind of talk to each other and challenge each other to see who's going to be the better man tonight.
Well, the first 2 minutes of this round I give to Oscar Valdez Jr.
Yes. Yeah, he did great job coming out after the last round.
And you mentioned the adjustment that he had to make. He certainly has made the adjustment. And the jab is what it's all about. He keeps landing it. And that opens up the right hand for him. He's got Marriaga more back on his heels, a little bit more low. Marriaga missed with his right hand that time. A hard shot thrown by Valdez Jr. Look at the way he backs out, then stops, moves to his right, stops again, backs out again. He gets clipped a little bit, but nothing hard as he's moving. But the difference in this round for Oscar Valdez Jr. is the jab.
The jab and the straight right hand. He stopped looping it, coming right down the middle and landing for him.
He caught him with the right hand of the body underneath that elbow. He landed cleaner punches when he throws the harder punches too. You see right now Marriaga's punches look a little bit in the open side, and that's Valdez's round.
Yeah, that's Valdez's round for sure.
So it seesaws back and forth.
Very good. Muy bien este round. Date cuenta, mijo, cuando le ganas el golpe te me vas. Pero lo tenemos que hacer los 12 rounds. ¿Cómo andamos de aire? ¿Andamos bien? Viene el 8.
Again, I had the fight even after 2, after 4, after 6, and 1 point separating them with Valdez out in front at the 7th round. Let's see how this 8th round goes. Going to seesaw again.
Cuando lo pases, ahí es cuando lo sigues.
This guy has come to fight. Miguel the Scorpion Marriaga. He, by the way, is the reigning WBO NABO champion. And that's how we get a shot at this title. You know, people say, well, what do those minor titles mean? Well, you win those minor titles, you get a shot at a world title.
Exactly.
If you're lucky. So they mean something to a lot of people. A lot of the networks and writers ignore them, but they mean something to the fighters because it sets them up. The right hand landed that time by Marriaga. Start this up. Let's see if Oscar goes back to the jab, and he does, and then the right hand. Boy, you said the exact right thing at the start of that 7th round, that he had to make an adjustment, and he has. That's the plan B, and it's worked for Oscar Valdez. He's swollen underneath the eyes. Nobody's been down. Nobody's been shaken. Both guys have landed heavy blows. Both guys have done a nice job boxing. Both guys are puffy around the eyes from the amount of punches thrown and landed and taken. Boy, when he goes back to that jab, he's a different fighter as Valdez.
Exactly. Look at that. That's a beautiful jab. And again, yeah, he's been using that jab from the get-go. So, right hand, left hand, missed it with the left, but landed a right hand there.
Marriaga, very good boxer, and again, Oscar said, you know, he's the best boxer that I will have faced, including winning his world title. It's clipped behind the left ear as he's running away from Marriaga. Oscar Valdez is outboxing Marriaga, and this is the 8th round. So far, about half the round still to go.
Well, you know, he's been boxing the whole fight, but the difference is that when he's boxing, sometimes he's not landing. And in this round he is landing. In other rounds he has landed. It's you know, so it's up to him to understand how busy he has to be and how he has to score.
Well, to this point in this round, it's working perfectly for him because he hasn't taken a big shot from Miguel, and Miguel is getting a little frustrated right now. He's got a mouse underneath his left eye, but he's not landing anywhere near the amount of punches that he was landing in the earlier going. And as Valdez lands a shot, pops that head back of Marriaga. Marriaga sits up right in front of him.
And he's not landed because of Valdez's jab now. You know, he's got that jab in his face, and he's making him. He's got to worry about that jab, so he's not able to just come in there freely and throw punches.
And constant side-to-side movement, in and out, in and out. He very rarely pulls back straight out. He pulls out to his side. Even that uppercut that Marriaga threw and landed on the glove, and he hits him on the top of the head.
And hits him with the right hand.
There's no quit Marriaga, I'll tell you. But that, to me, is a Valdez Jr. round. You seen it the same way?
Yeah, I saw it the same way. I mean, he took some shots at the end of the round, but I don't think it was enough.
Just a couple, not enough to give him the round.
No, not enough.
So for the first time in the fight, I've got a fighter out in front by 2 points instead of 1 point. And that's Oscar Valdez Jr. Take a look at the replay. That's that shot where you hit him on the top of the head. And at the end of the round, that's the good flurry that was showing you of Marriaga.
I think that was about the only flurry he had in that round, where he was able to land a couple of punches, and they were just, you know, kind of slipping.
You're right. That was at the very end of the round, and that was the last 15 seconds is all you could give him in that round, and it was good. All right, we moved to round number 9 in a close fight. Most people thought that Valdez Jr. would have dispatched Marriaga by now. Valdez Jr. wasn't one of them. He knew he was going to be in for a tough fight. This is an important fight for him because he's been pushed in this fight. In fact, he had to change his tactics after the 6th round, and he was able to do that, going back to the way when he throws that jab piston-like like that straight, and it opens up to the straight right hand. Takes a pretty good liver shot that time by Marriaga.
Yeah, and see, I like the adjustment they made in the corner because in those early rounds, I was thinking of this kid. I mean, he's had luck because he's got power, he's knocked people out, but he was throwing punches way too wide. And then they made that adjustment, and I really like what he's doing now. He's throwing that jab, straight right hand, right down the middle, and keeping his punches short, precise, and that's what he needs to do.
Meanwhile, we're talking about Oscar Valdez. Meanwhile, Marriaga's made an adjustment too in this round, and he's shortened up his punches a little bit, gone back to his jab. Straight right hand. See, that jab caught him good and spun the head of Valdez. Valdez started out everything going his way in the start of the round, and Marriaga's back in this round.
He is.
Can't seem to land the clean shot. A lot of that has to do with the movement and the development of that jab and the straight right hand. That's what you were asking him to throw. There it is again. When he doesn't go really wide, he's been getting away with the real wide right hand with a lot of people, but he hasn't got away with it tonight with this guy. When he throws the straight right hands, when he throws the right hand straight, I should say, it's much more effective. This is tough boxing right now. Jack Reese says, watch hitting him in the back of the head.
Yeah, another straight right hand.
Jack staying back out of it, letting these guys fight, which is great.
And I think the difference now in the fight, and it looks like Valdez may be taking control, is the movement. He's giving Miguel a lot of trouble. He's having a hard time landing punches. Even though right there times, but there comes a jab. 4 jabs in a row. Oh, nice left hook.
Straight right hand. Body shot downstairs. Marriaga trying to put pressure on him. There's only about 17, 16, 15 seconds to go in the 9th round. This is a very close round, I think. I don't think it's clearly a Valdez round. I think Marriaga made his adjustment. No big flurry at the end of this round. Marriaga doesn't stop. And Jack Reese warns him. He says the second time.
But I'm going to give him that round.
Who are you giving the round to?
To Marriaga.
I think I got to lean that way, too. Jack Reese has warned him now about hitting after the bell. One thing for sure, neither one of these fighters wants to lose a round. By the way, the other champions, the WBA, as we take a look at this replay. Go ahead, Carlos.
Well, there's his scoring right there as he's come forward, but then he misses the big shot because of the movement of Valdez, and then Valdez comes right back with 4 straight.
The other champions, the WBO champ is Leo Santa Cruz from Mexico. WBC is Gary Russell of the United States, and the IBF is Lee Shelby of the UK. And of course, Oscar Valdez is the reigning champion from Mexico. And I only have 1 point separating him with 3 rounds to go, with Valdez Jr. out in front in the fight. That last round could have gone either way, and if it went Valdez's way, then he's comfortably out in front with these 3 rounds to go. But he can't give any rounds away, I'll tell you that. And I'll tell you this, Miguel Marriaga has started a house of fire, and this is the 10th round.
He sure has.
Walks in on a left hook and a second left hook, but Miguel has got a second wind here. He's putting the pressure on Oscar Valdez. Valdez feeling the pressure too. Marriaga's definitely got a second wind here. As I say that, Valdez Jr., this is when it's really tough. This is when you're training. He loaded up the right hand. On the right hand, and then the left hook. Right hand again. I'll tell you this. He got him! And down he goes! It was a big shot. And now, after all that, Marriaga was loading up shots. Is he going to be able to get up? He gets up at 7 and just barely got up at 8. Left hook caught him, and here we go. That changes the whole complexion. This kid can finish. Let's see if he can finish up Marriaga. A lot of time. Holding left hand, right hand. He's all over Marriaga. If Marriaga goes into the ropes, it'll count as a knockdown, but there's no quitting this guy. He's exhausted. He's been flowing. And Valdez Jr. putting the pressure on him. Valdez, you wonder how much more power he's got left. The heels are very heavy of Marriaga. Valdez caught him with a left hook. This time it's the right hand. He's shaking him again as he caught him in the jaw. Look at these shots. He better answer, and he does. He steps out of there. 49, 48, 47 seconds to go in this round. Wow. Marriaga was having a pretty good 10th round. He made an adjustment, got a second win, and all of a sudden he gets cut by a left hook, and this round changes dramatically. Has he got enough to take him out? This will tell you about the grit of Valdez. He's coming after him again. And I'll tell you this, Marriaga's outlasting.
Right now, vicious right hand by Marriaga.
Marriaga nails him with another right hand. And the uppercut misses. Left hand lands. Marriaga gets clipped with another left hand. What a round of boxing. Closing seconds. see a better round of boxing than that?
Oh, my God.
I'm wondering, you know, because of the knockdown now, I got it 96-93. But watch this. You take this.
Marriaga is just scoring, and I thought he had Valdez in trouble, and this is the shot that gets Valdez out of trouble all the time. That left hook over the top, and down goes Noriega.
His neck was like a corkscrew when he got hit.
But, oh, there it is.
Wow. And then at the end, look at this. Oh, no, that's still the knockdown. But in the closing seconds of the round, Valdez Jr. got cracked really hard. Here we go. What more can they do to entertain this crowd? This is sensational stuff. Top-ranked boxing at its best. Oscar Valdez had Marriaga down in the 10th round, and only to see Marriaga come back. That's conditioning. That's training.
Oh, absolutely.
Marriaga now trying to get after Valdez. I think he knows that he hurt him. This is the way he started up the last round. It looked like he got a second win and was trying to turn things around, and things were going his way until he got a hellacious left hook that turned his head like a corkscrew off the left hand of Valdez Jr. Oscar Valdez sitting there. You don't want to sit down in your haunches. But again, I don't know if he recovered from the pummeling that he took in the last 10 seconds of the round.
Not only that, as Valdez recovered from that onslaught of punches that he threw, he was exhausted when he went back to the corner, and I don't think he recovered.
Well, I don't think he has either, because Marriaga's having his way with him right now.
Yes, he is. Oh,
that's the left hook. Marriaga's getting that jab in his face, jab in his face. Valdez trying to set up another big left hand if he possibly can. But he's pretty exhausted right now, and Marriaga's a guy who's landing clean.
Oh,
just as I said that, he clips him with the left hook. Wow.
But he came right back with his own right hand. Oh, it's just a...
What a fight this has been. Valdez looks exhausted. He's kind of flat-footed right now.
Mouth is wide open.
I think Marriaga, you know, is causing him more damage than what Valdez is scoring sometimes in this round. But this is who wants it the most. Loads up that overhand right again. We haven't seen that in a while. But I tell you this, Valdez is being pushed right to the limit, in spite of the fact he had Marriaga down that last round.
Right hand.
Marriaga close him with the right hand.
He got hit with 3 straight right hands.
Straight left hand. There's the left hand getting through the right hand again. 37 seconds to go in this round. This has been a dandy. Do you think Valdez has done enough to take this round? He's got clipped with those right hands.
No, I think he lost this round.
I think so too. As I say that, he lands a decent left hand, but 22 seconds, 20 seconds to go in the 11th round. He's totally exhausted too. Wow. He lands a shot with a left hand and another right hand. But I don't think Oscar has done enough to win this round.
No, he hasn't.
Loading up shots at the bell.
He got hit too much that round to have won it.
I give that round to Marriaga.
Yes.
Último round. Último round, mijo. ¿Oyó?
Ladies and gentlemen, here at StubHub Center, 1 more to go.
You take a look at the replay. I mean, Marriaga's on top of him. Marriaga gets hit with a couple of shots.
This is the end of the round, and we haven't, you know, through the whole round, Noriega was walking him down and hitting him with the jab and hitting him with little shots inside and outside. So at the end of the round, he landed a couple of shots, but not enough to win that round.
Well, I've got it 105-103, so if Marriaga knocks him down in this round, that's the difference in the fight, is the knockdown.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is round number 12. This has been some kind of war. Marriaga was down in the 10th round, but then came back in the 11th round and had a real decent round. In the round that he was knocked down in, he hurt Oscar Valdez Jr. at the end of the round, and we both gave him that last round. Who wants it the most? Is Valdez Jr. realizing he needs this round? Both guys need the round.
Well, I think when you're in this kind of a fight, you know you need every round because of how hard this fight has been, how close the fight looks. And I'm sure they've told Valdez in the corner, don't take anything for granted. Go out there and finish this fight.
No, because even though we have him out in front by 2 points going to this round, there's been a lot of close rounds in this fight. And you just don't know, because Marriaga has certainly come to fight and put on a great show. Walks into the right hand that time by Valdez Jr. He slowed down just for a second here. 2 minutes to go in the fight. Well, you talk about the heart of champions. Both of these guys have it.
Absolutely.
But, you know, back after the 6th round of the fight, when things were dead even, I said, you know, now we're going to find out what Valdez Jr. has got for a heart. And we found out because he made an adjustment in that 7th round going to the jab. Then he was able to knock down in a round that Marriaga was having a terrific 10th round. All of a sudden he gets corkscrewed with a left hook. And he's being outboxed in this round now by Valdez Jr., who's on his toes and can move. And the pace of this fight has been absolutely sensational. On our score sheets, the difference in the fight was the knockdown in a round that he could have lost.
He was losing for sure.
Yeah.
So he got in with it, so he threw that left hook and just, man, changed the direction of that round.
Closing minute of the fight now, 50 seconds to go. Still up in the air. He gets through with that right hand. Marriaga gets nailed with a left hook. Comes with an uppercut, bounces the head back of Valdez.
Hit him with the right hand.
Right hand lands again. Valdez is trying to put an exclamation point on this thing. And Marriaga says, no, take my left. Down to the body. Right hand upstairs. Marriaga pushes him back. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Look at Valdez work. Nails him with the right hand. Almost staggers Marriaga. Marriaga is going out in his shield. If in fact he goes out. Look at that.
He's got him in the
Continue throwing the right hands. Valdez backs up to the ropes. There's no quit in either one of these guys. What a sensational prize fight. Whoa. I thought Valdez won the last round.
Yes, he did. Well, yes. Wow.
I scored a 115-112, but who knows in that fight, because there are a lot of close rounds in that fight. And there were changes within rounds.
Yes.
Carlos.
Yes.
One of the key things you said the entire fight was he needs a plan B. He's got to go back to the jab. And just as you said that at the start of the round 7, he did that. And that was a change in the fight, to be able to have something that you can go back to. That was
That's a smart corner, because, you know, I'm sure they were seeing that Marriaga was seeing that looping right hand. He was not going to score with it. They said, go back to the jab and the straight right hand, and then it changed everything.
Well, the referee in that fight keeping it clean, because both of those guys were winging shots, and it was a nice clean fight for two guys. I mean, if Marriaga doesn't get the win, I feel really bad for him, because he fought sensationally in the fight. And for Oscar Valdez, the top-ranked fighter, he gave it all he had from the get-go.
Oh, my God. That's a phenomenal fight.
A little bit of the highlights of this fight, and it was just sensational throughout. Early going when